Do 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 do. Hey, do 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 do. Yeah, hey da 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 da. Back. No, wait, no. Something's wrong. I have to change this. Okay, hold on. Minecraft. Minecraft is smaller than what it should be for some reason. Why? Did I change something and not realize it? Okay, well, sorry if I did. uh, um, yeah, hey, hello. Happy fifth anniversary of January 6th, 2021, when Donald Trump sent a crazed mob of right-wing fanatics to overthrow the government of the United States to stop the transfer of power from Donald Trump to Joe Biden. It was 5 years ago today, and the significance of that moment has reverberated throughout the world. A copycat insurrection was attempted in Brazil. They even had their own version of the QAnon shaman there. Uh, and then in South Korea, the president there also tried to declare martial law and take over the country and stage a coup. But in both of those countries, the democracy held, and the coup plotter, the coup attempt was thwarted, and both of those guys, those presidents, were sent to jail, to prison. In the United States, however, it kind of worked. Like, it didn't stop the transfer of power. It failed, and it was like the way um, Hitler did it, right? Do you know what Hitler did? Before Hitler became the dictator, Hitler was like just a dude. And like the Nazi party was like a fringe party or whatever. And he was out there being hateful little asshole that Hitler is, right? Cuz Hitler's a piece of shit. Like and and he like riled up a bunch of people and attempted a coup to overthrow the fucking German government, the Weimar government of Germany in the 1930s. And he failed. And he went to prison. But then he got out early. And then he won election. And then you kind of know the rest, right? He became like chancellor, and then like kind of just gave himself more and more power and dismantled the government. And yeah, so Donald Trump is pretty much following in the footsteps of Adolf Hitler. So, and he's dragging the rest of us with him. So it's not just Donald Trump, he's dragging me and you with him. We're turning into Nazis because of this motherfucker. Now, we may not be Nazis. We may know, no, I'm not a Nazi, fuck that, I don't, I believe in human rights, I believe in equity, I believe in diversity and inclusion, I believe in these things, in justice and liberty. I'm not a fascist, but a foreigner looking at the United States isn't going to pick me out from the 350 million people here and be like, oh yeah, but that one guy's cool. No, I'm going to get lumped in with the fucking MAGAs. I'm going to get lumped in with fucking Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is a con man, a criminal, a rapist, a murderer, like he's like scum. Donald Trump is scum. So on this 5th anniversary, of course, what this piece of shit scum wants to do is gaslight the people so that they forget what he tried to do on January 6th. I mean, because he kind of succeeded. Again, like I said, just like Hitler, he kind of succeeded. In failing, he succeeded. But like we're not there yet, right? He hasn't taken over control completely. His health is unlike Hitler. His health is failing. He's not gonna fucking live very much longer. Like if he did this maybe 10 years earlier, maybe. If after W. Bush he got in, maybe. But maybe you know what? Maybe Obama had to win the presidency in order to galvanize the racists into action. That might have been it. To see a black man become president, that might have galvanized, that might have like activated the racists to fully commit to their evil. In any case, right now we're stuck with Donald Trump. He's not dead yet. I mean, he fucking kidnapped the president of Venezuela. He invaded Venezuela. Like, and he wants to say it wasn't an invasion. It wasn't an invasion. It was a police action. Oh, a police action. That's great. Then I can see the police reports and look at the international police agency that you used to effectuate the arrest. Oh, wait. There was no international police? It was the U.S. military? Oh, so U.S. and it wasn't invited. The military wasn't invited into Venezuela. So they just kind of went in anyways. Like if the United States kind of just like went into Iraq without permission with its military, kind of the same thing, right? Like an invasion kind of thing. See, those motherfuckers, dude. Truth is their enemy. They cannot abide by truth. They cannot abide by truth. So it's truly an invasion. It's a kidnapping. Donald Trump admits it. I'm not lying, dude. Where's it at? He's on the plane and he fucking says so.
Any kind of peacekeeping. I think Americans are very...
It depends on what happens. It depends a little bit on the new administration, if you want to call it
So
that.
if you see that pushback from Rodriguez and ultimately...
Well, I don't think there was pushback. I think that,
She
frankly,
called it...
well, you know, you hear a different person than I hear.
Really? So you have spoken with her?
We talked to them, yeah.
Oh, you did speak with her?
They've been very good.
Because she called it kidnapping of Maduro.
It's all right. It's not a bad term.
Because she called it a kidnapping. And he was like, this is alright. It's not a bad term. He admits it. It was kidnapping. He fucking kidnapped the sovereign head of state of another country by invading their territory with his military.
Go ahead.
So like Donald Trump is like he's I don't know if he's senile or what. He's got that fucking hand shit, you know, where he's been getting IVs, but he won't say for what or where or for how long, for what cause. He won't say. But we can all see him sundowning, dude. He fucking falls asleep in the middle of meetings. He just fucking closes his eyes and like it's like if I frown and nod and move my head every once in a while, people will think I'm paying attention. Man, I love to dissociate. Like, I can't handle being in meetings. I can't handle, like, those kinds of things. I don't know. But I got called out for it once. And, like, it messed me up. So, I guess I wasn't doing it right. I should have been doing it like Donald Trump. With my eyes closed but nodding. Anyways. So, January 6th, right? January 6th, Donald Trump organized for a mob of people to go down to the Capitol in an attempt to stop the transfer of power. Now, it wasn't like a brand new thing, right? He had been thinking about doing it for a while. But, like, here, I have a bunch of stuff, man. What is all this stuff? This is from '07. Oh no, that's from downloads. This is from that day. So there's a speech. Donald Trump gives a speech.
We're going to walk down Pennsylvania Avenue. I love Pennsylvania Avenue. And we're going to the Capitol, and we're going to try and give. The Democrats are hopeless. They're never voting for anything. Not even one vote. But we're going to try and give our Republicans, the weak ones, because the strong ones don't need any of our help. We're going to try and give them the kind of pride and boldness that they need to take back our country.
You mean fear. Fear of death. We're going to try to give them the fear of death so that they go along with Donald Trump's coup plan to overthrow the election, to overturn the election. Remember, Donald Trump had been saying all this bullshit about voter fraud, but never won in court, never proved any of it, never offered proof. Like, people just believe him because they're stupid and they listen to him. Like, what do you do with those kinds of people? What do you do with them? Like, they're in my family, right? I'm not like saying those people. These are people. These kinds of people are the ones that are in my very family that I don't even talk to anymore. Because how do we talk to each other? Like the very beginning of this whole series of doing a webcast, of doing a YouTube show, started with me trying to explain to my cousin why Donald Trump is a fucking Nazi. And then my cousin telling me he believed Joe Rogan over what I said. What do I do with that? So Donald Trump got a bunch of people, he lost the election, got a bunch of people to show up at the Capitol, and then commanded them to go to the fucking Capitol. To do what? Well, it's not said, but it was to kill Congress. I mean, they were chanting, "Hang Mike Pence." They were there to kill Congress, and then Donald Trump could declare himself king or whatever. What's this?
We can take that place. And then do what? Heads on pikes.
Heads on pikes.
How did a disorganized...
Heads on pikes. We're going to take that place and then fucking kill people and put their heads on long pieces of poles and hang them up. That's what he said. They had all sorts of fucking weapons there. Bats, knives, clubs, chemical weapons, firearms, batons. They had all fucking sorts, like spears. They had all sorts of weapons. All sorts of weapons. Yeah, and they were here to kill people. Donald Trump assembled them, and then you heard him, right? You heard him. He commanded them to go to the Capitol, to give them courage, to threaten them with death. Because remember, the whole point is to stop the transfer of power. If Nancy Pelosi had not reconvened Congress and certified the election at like midnight, basically, like right before the end of the day, then Republicans could have challenged it, saying, "Oh, it wasn't done when it was supposed to be done." The Constitution is clear; it has to be on that day. And if it's not on that day, then we go to the next thing. We throw this out and do something else. Yes. Republicans are the reincarnation of the Confederacy. I mean, they're evil, man. They're evil.
As mob break into what's supposed to be one of the most secure buildings in the world.
What's about to happen?
What?
I'm pressed.
No, you can't come in. Nobody can come in.
So, no,
We
dude.
followed-
No, the cop is not saying you can come in, please come in and check it out. He's saying, no, none of you can be here. Not even, but he can't do anything to stop them. They fucking just beat police officers down outside and broke their way in. Like, what's he gonna fucking do? No, stop! Like, he's telling them, no, you can't be here. He's telling you, like, what else is he supposed to do? You just fucking beat the shit out of cops that try to stop you from going in. You want him to do the same thing? You want to beat the shit out of him too? See? These fucking MAGAs, man.
Group of Trump supporters as they walked into the U.S. Capitol and police officers stood and watched.
What's the plan? I have no idea. We got all day. Tonight, tomorrow. Whose house? Whose house?
I have no idea what this is.
It all started as a peaceful rally around 10 a.m.
I love President Trump. He asked us to come out and support him, and I was glad to do that.
Stop the steal! Stop the...
What fucking steal? What steal? See? That whole slogan, stop the steal, is Trump's fraud. That's his fraud. He never ever proved it, right? There was never any proof of it. There's never any proof of it. He could never bring up the proof, but it didn't matter to these people. They didn't need proof. What they need was like a messiah, which is what they got out of Trump. They have their spiritual leader from God that makes clear everything that was because the world's murky and hard to figure out. But with a leader like Trump, he makes it very, very clear for them. All they have to do is follow what he says, and the world is and everything is good, right? For that, Trump is their clarifying agent, so they don't need proof. They don't need. If Trump says there's fraud, then there must be fraud, because Trump said so. Yeah, dude, I hate to say a lot of Americans are like that.
We will never give up. We will never concede. And we're going to the Capitol.
And the crowd responded to his request.
Now remember.
I'll fight next to you. I'll keep going. I love you all for being just having the balls to come here. I'll fight with you.
So the thing is that they're the 3%ers, the Proud Boys, and the Oath Keepers were coordinating with the Trump team, and their job, because like a lot of these people are normies, right? They're just like regular people. A lot of them are. Not all. Like a lot of them are pretty hardcore, right? To be there, you got to be pretty hardcore. But a lot of them are like they're not like traditional insurrectionists, I guess. But with the coordination of the Proud Boys, the 3%ers, and the Oath Keepers, who worked together with the Trump team, they used the crowd as a tool, as a cover to break through areas they couldn't normally get into themselves, so that they could be the spearhead and get them inside. Proud Boy, I think he's not a Proud Boy. I don't know where he was. Pizzola, some guy named Pizzola, was the one who was part of this inner circle to literally break the window and get the people inside. He was the first one to get them to breach the Capitol by using I forget what he used, but he broke the window to let people inside.
And so they marched.
Bust the doors down. USA!
All these politicians work for us. We pay their salaries. And we pay our taxes. And what do we get? Nothing!
I don't know. It just sounds kind of like, what's the, platitudes. He's like, taxes! Taxes! Well, what about taxes, motherfucker? There's two distinct sides in there about taxes. Like, which side are you talking about? Since you're out here with a bunch of Trump people, I guess you're angry at the Democrats? Like, I don't know. What are you doing here? What the fuck, dude? You're confused.
They don't represent us. They need to pay the ultimate price for their crime.
Whoa, dude. Now you want the ultimate price? That's death. You want them to fucking die for their crimes? See, like, oh, this whole fucking thing was a giant fucking mob, murderous mob, to kill them. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of people were.
An example needs to be made!
If you're scared of confrontation, do not move forward! Patriots, move forward!
If you're a pussy, run away! But if you're a fucking patriot, go forward! Man, look at that incitement. Look at that incitement. Wow, dude. Wow. And look at Jesus saves up in the front. So they're attacking democracy and police officers in the name of Jesus? Really? Man, do you know who? Man.
We can take that place.
No, why'd you do that? Where are we at? Yeah, blah 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 blah.
Be made.
If you're scared of confrontation, do not move forward!
That's funny.
Patriots, move forward!
That's so funny.
This is our chance to show them how serious we are!
Things.
Remember, there is no steal. There's nothing. It's all fraud. Donald Trump fucking lied to these people and they ate it up. They never asked for proof. They never asked for evidence. They just fucking ate it up.
Took an ugly turn in the early afternoon when hundreds of people breached the building.
This is the people's house! Let us in!
Get in there! Storm 'em! Get the in there!
Let's get them! Every single in there is a traitor. Every single one!
String them up!
Right? Fucking evil crowd here. Sorry, all y'all are fucking shitty people. I mean, you're enemies of the United States. These are traitors. Right? Maybe they were tricked. Some of them were tricked. But, like, how stupid do you have to be to get tricked by Donald Trump?
Police fired tear gas into the crowd.
I mean, I know people that are stupid as shit who have a PhD and they like Donald Trump. But like they have a PhD but they're stupid as shit.
I got shot with some kind of clear liquid from all the Gestapo squad. It burns like dude.
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! Throw it away!
But it wasn't enough to stop them.
We need to go. Do it. Let's do it. Damn right. They're gonna hit you.
Remember, all these people are here to stop the peaceful transfer of power. Because, well, a lot of them believe in the lie that Donald Trump told them. But, like, it's easy to see that it was a lie, but because the lie confirmed their biases, they just believed it. They just let it slip right past. Because they already thought that there were, I don't know, that there must have been something wrong. I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, I don't know. Are they just stupid? I don't know. But yeah, I think a lot of these people are just real fucking dumb. They're just real dumb. I mean, Donald Trump is like a talented con man. He's been a fucking con man for his whole life. And with the power of the internet and the amplification of personality it affords, Like, okay, I can kind of see it, but like, I mean, not even that, right? Because like, I'm not affected. Like, I don't know anybody I'd be like, oh, about, where I would believe anything they say. Like, I think these people are just dumb.
Come on!
Well,
This
and
way!
of course, some of them are evil.
This way! This way! This way!
As the mob entered the building, police officers stood and watched. One woman was shot inside of the Capitol and died. And
Ashley
then police pushed everyone outside.
She tried to fucking break her way into the
really loud
chambers.
bang. We all thought it was like a flashbang or something like that, but a girl got shot. You can see the blood. That is her blood around that corner.
At least 5 people died, including a police officer. Even after all of the violence and death, some Trump supporters stood proud of what they did.
This is America, and we're all here to fight for our freedom.
So that's terrible, right? So white supremacy and tyranny, they say, is American for them. So that's why I say these guys are the Confederacy. They're the reincarnation of the Confederacy. Because the Confederacy is the same thing, right? It was a rejection of democracy and an imposition of tyranny. Same thing, yeah. So for them, for the white supremacists, the Confederacy is the real country for them, and that the United States is in the way of their Confederacy.
It is not their America. It is our America.
So right, what she means is that it's not for the United States, it's for their Confederacy. That this land is their Confederate land, and that the United States has to leave. That's what they're saying. That's what their actions are. That's what everything is. That's what it is. That's the essence of it. She may not understand it, but that's because, I mean, she's a fascist. She doesn't fucking know anything. Look where she is.
Yeah, I was the first person in, Mambo. I was like a first.
All right, hey, where's another? Like, yeah, I don't know where I got that from. Look at this rider. They're fucking animals, right? They're fucking animals. Look how hard they fought for fascism. The MAGA are fascists. Let's be clear, because the MAGA were there to stop democracy. Here, what else do I got?
We will never give up. We will never concede. It doesn't happen. You don't concede when there's theft involved. And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down to the Capitol, because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength, and you have to be strong.
350, it does look like we're going to have an ad hoc march stepping off here. There's a crowd surge heading east.
Mike Pence, I hope you're going to stand up for the good of our Constitution and for the good of our country. And if you're not, I'm going to be very disappointed in you. I will tell you right now.
Donald Trump threatening Mike Pence to go along with the coup, or he's going to send a mob to kill him.
We're going to give riot warnings. Get out of here. We're going to give riot warnings. We're going to try to get compliant, but this is now effectively a riot.
49 hours declaring it a riot.
5 to 50, be advised, they're trying to breach and get to the Capitol.
We have a breach of the Capitol. Breach of the Capitol to the upper level.
Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what should have been done to protect our country and our Constitution.
Bring out Pence. Bring out Pence. Bring out Pence.
We can't hold this. We're going to get too many people. Look at this vantage point, man.
We're trying to hold the upper deck. We're trying to hold the upper deck down.
We need an area for the House members. They're all walking over now through the tunnels.
We need to move now.
Copy.
If we lose any more time, we may lose the ability to leave. So if we're going to leave, we need to do it now. We lost the line. We lost the line. All MPD, pull back. All MPD, pull back into the upper deck.
H208 with 4 members. The door's barricaded. There's people flooded the hallways outside. We have no way out.
Officers still remaining on the House floor, so we can secure the members on the other side. Copy.
Officers down! Get them up! Get them up!
And if I win, I will be looking very, very strongly about pardons.
Which
and
he
I
did.
mean full pardons with an apology to many, an apology.
He fucking did. He fucking did. Donald Trump would go on to give all these people fucking pardons. Yeah, see? I can't, like... He did. He fucking did.
They were peaceful people. These were great people. The crowd was unbelievable. And I mentioned the word love. The love in the air. I've never seen anything like it.
So you go, well, what happened to all those things? What happened to all this? Well, Donald Trump said, hey, you can't prosecute me because I'm the president and I'm immune. Which was ridiculous. It's ridiculous. What do you mean the fucking president's immune? That's ridiculous. Why would the president be immune from the fucking law? That's crazy. What a stupid idea. So it goes to court. The court says, yeah, that's stupid. No way. Donald Trump appeals. It goes to the next level of the Court of Appeals. Court of Appeals says, yeah, that's stupid. Fuck you, Donald Trump. President is still subject to the law. He appeals. It goes to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court, John Roberts sits on the fucking case. the whole time, months and months and months and months and months go by, and on the last day of the court giving out decisions, it was not there. The next day, after the traditional last day of giving out decisions for that term, they release a special one about the Donald Trump's immunity, and they say, yeah, Donald Trump is immune. Presidents are immune, have immunity. So then that kicks the case back all the way back to the beginning, and Donald Trump says, see, the Supreme Court says I'm immune. So Jack Smith is like, all right, fine, I'll redo my case with the understanding of presidential acts being immune, and I will show you that what Donald Trump did was not part of his presidential act, and therefore he was not immune for them. So they're getting ready to go to court, but then, oh, what happened? The fucking white supremacists elected Donald Trump president so we could never go to trial to do all these things. White supremacists, fuck you. The same people who tried to thwart democracy, who tried to fucking overthrow the 2020 election, put Donald Trump into power to stop him from getting held accountable for doing this. I mean, there's no other way to look at it other than white supremacy. It's white supremacists. It's the ancient enemy of the United States. Since the beginning. The Republican Party is nothing more than the reincarnation of the Confederacy. Now maybe the working class, rank and file Republican people don't fully understand that or don't appreciate it, or they think, oh, I'm not part of that tradition. I'm a conservative. Yeah, but it's not. But what they care about doesn't really matter up on the upper levels. You can say the same thing about Democrats too, you know. But in this instance, because we're the ones who are like literally anti-democrat, at least the Democrats play by the rules. The Republicans are literally trying to overthrow the government. So, yeah, so maybe the rank and file Republicans don't quite understand that they're part of the Confederacy, but it doesn't require their understanding, right? It doesn't require their consent. All they have to do is smile along and keep giving their power to the Republican Party. They don't have to understand how it's actually the Confederacy. Because as long as they don't understand it, they don't have to do anything different. They don't have to take accountability for it. Abso-fucking-lutely. January 6th was basically a repeat of Hitler's coup attempt. The Beer Putz Hall something? But yeah, Hitler tried the same thing.
Get out of here, motherfuckers! Let's go. Let's go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Let's go. Come on. Go. Fuck you! Don't you touch me! Let's go. Get out of here! Get out of here! Get the fuck out of here! Fuck you! Fuck you! You don't like it now, do you? Fuck you! Who are you with? There's more of us than you. There's more of us than you. Do something! Do something! Do something! What the fuck? We can fucking destroy you right now. We're getting half a shit. We can have a fucking pussy! Hey, this guy's with the media! This guy's with the media!
And that, isn't it funny? Oh shit! You can't see it. You can't see it because it's all super zoomed in. What's funny is that they control the media now. Look how many media companies rolled over for Donald Trump.
Get the fuck out! You fucking bums! You fucking bums! fuck out of here.
So it was a violent crowd. Super violent crowd. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Those MAGAs, dude. Fuck those MAGAs. They're Nazis. MAGA is just the American pronunciation of Nazi. That's how you say Nazi in American. You say Nazi. You say MAGA. MAGA Nazi. MAGA Nazi. Same thing. Now, again, the rank and file MAGA is not going to believe it. They're going to, I'm not a Nazi. It doesn't require their understanding or consent. I mean, it kind of does implicitly require their consent, and they consent to being a Nazi, being a MAGA. So so then you're a fucking Nazi, To be MAGA is to be Nazi. So what's interesting is that on the same day, a bunch of MAGA tried to attack the Oregon state capitol too, and the police sealed it off, the Oregon state capitol. But a MAGA representative inside the capitol opened the door for the people. Mike Neerman, there was a MAGA rep named Mike Neerman, who was inside when the capitol was attacked, and the capitol was sealed, but he let the insurrectionists in. Oh wait, this is December 21st. He let them in. Ah! He's all acting casual about it. Ah! No, don't mind us. Our MAGA rep just fucking opened the door for us. So, what is this, like a So this happened before September, January 6th. Right? You can totally see what their plan was. Look at they're fighting the cop. They won't let the cop close the door. They're trying to like, that's funny that this was like a proto January 6th, but it happened in Oregon, the state of Oregon, at the Oregon Capitol. Look at, they're trying to build up a crowd behind it so they can push in. She's trying to sweetheart her way in. It's funny. She's like, look at me, don't shove poor little me. While I get my crew behind me of MAGAs to push in. They just didn't have, their failure was that they didn't have enough people. If they had gathered more people to join them, they could have overwhelmed these cops. That was the idea, right? You see what it now the cops are starting to push back. They consolidated as much as they could, and now they're going to try to push their way in, but they just don't have enough people, right? Like if Donald Trump had managed to get more people to January 6th, they might have murdered Congress. They would have overwhelmed the cops and murdered Congress. Because you only have so many bullets in your gun. and once the crowd sees that you've killed some of them, they're not going to like you anymore. Yeah, this is like a proto January 6th. Holy shit, I forgot about this. Look at the way they fucking put hands on the cop out there. Holy shit, dude. Look at the way they're putting the hands on the cops. You would think they'd grab that guy and then drag him in and arrest him. Right? You'd think they'd just drag him in. Like, oh, you're in the doorway, let me just grab you and drag you in and arrest you. But they don't. Oh, that cop in the left got pepper sprayed. So they're still at the door. Holy shit, they held it for a long time. Yeah, had they more people, they could have pushed their way in. And this all happened because the MAGA rep is the one who opened the door for them. Oh, we're bike cops. What do you want us to do? Oh my God, leave me alone. Yep. Had they more people, their plan would have succeeded. So think about the implications for the next election. Like 20,000 wasn't enough, but maybe if you had 40,000, like 100,000, if you had 100,000 people, that Capitol would have been broken into, and the rep's dead. They did a big push for the door, and then they got the door. Anyways, alright, the cops got the door. Oh, there was a big fight. They tried to fight their way in. Oh yeah, they got, holy shit. You missed your chance right there, man. Yeah, that was a proto September or January 6th. They would do a bigger version of that on January 6th. Fuck yeah, dude, it was an insurrection.
People say that. A lot of people say this will be our last election. You know, you've heard that too.
I don't want to listen to Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump in the neck.
walk down to the Capitol because you'll never take back our country with weakness.
It all began before January 6th, 2021.
We can now project that former Vice President Joe Biden has been elected President of the United States.
As Joe Biden's victory became apparent, the GOP hatched a criminal plot to overturn the election results.
We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election.
The plan? Disrupt the certification process, claim fraud, submit fake electors, and appoint Donald Trump president against the will of the people.
There will be a smooth transition to a second Trump administration.
First, they flood the courts with frivolous lawsuits, hoping for a quid pro quo from Trump appointees.
The Dominion voting systems were created in Venezuela at the direction of Hugo Chavez.
They lose nearly all of the 62 cases they filed.
That's funny, dude. They've had it again. They've had it out for Venezuela this whole time. That was a...
An executive order is prepared for Donald Trump's signature to have the military seize all voting machines.
He could take military capabilities and he could place them in those states and basically rerun an election in each of those states. Martial law has been instituted 64 times.
Donald Trump instills lackeys in the Department of Defense and DOJ, like Kash Patel, Jeffrey Clark, and Chris Miller.
President Trump is purging the top ranks of the Pentagon after firing Defense Secretary Mark Esper, replacing officials with White House loyalists for this lame duck period of his presidency.
And why are they being installed after Trump's defeat?
7 states forge electoral certificates and send them to the National Archives as fake electors attempt to break into state capitals.
7 states have chosen a slate of electors for both Joe Biden and President Trump.
In those states, there has been an alternate slate of electors voted upon.
We can direct that the alternate slate of electors be certified.
We're fixing to overturn the results of the election in multiple states.
Attorney John Eastman drafts a legal blueprint detailing how Vice President Pence can evade the law and count these fake electors instead. The Department of Justice drafts letters to swing states, falsely claiming that there was election fraud in an attempt to throw the real results into question.
Clark reportedly drafted a letter to Georgia state legislators that incorrectly said DOJ was investigating accusations of voter fraud in the state and that Georgia officials should invalidate Biden's win.
I just want to find 11,780 votes.
And Republicans hit the airwaves to fire up their base and spread the big lie.
And if enough object, then those states' electors don't get counted in the final vote.
There are a number of states that have come into question here.
When the process is complete, there'll be electors selected.
You can actually have alternate electors.
You throw out the certification and let the House decide.
There will be a lot of things happening between now and the 20th of January. A lot of things.
President Trump's presidency. His first term's ending with action, and his second term's going to start with a bang.
Key Trump officials meet at the Willard Hotel on January 5th to plot their takeover, as white nationalist groups like the Proud Boys and Oath Keepers stand back and stand by.
We'll be inside D.C. We'll also be on the outside of D.C. armed, prepared to go in if the president calls us up.
On January 6th, Donald Trump tweets out his demands that the fraudulent electors be counted, whips his army of supporters into a frenzy, and lights the match.
Go home. We love you. You're very special.
The coup fails, but Republicans use the chaos they created as pretext to change voting laws across the country.
Republican lawmakers in at least 43 states are considering more than 250 proposed bills that would make it harder to vote.
And instill partisan vote counters who promise to throw away votes they don't like in future elections.
We'll be a lot sharper the next time when it comes to counting the vote. There's a famous statement, sometimes the vote counter is more important than the candidate, and we can't let that ever happen again. They have to get tougher and smarter.
This is a coup in plain sight. History will judge where we stand in this moment. Which side are you on?
Right. Right? Thank you, Midas Touch. Right? What side are you on? Are you with the Confederates or are you with the Unionists? Right? The Confederacy, slavery, barbarism, fucking mysticism, fucking irrationality. That's the Confederacy. That's fascism. Or are you with the enlightened ones? Rationality, fucking universality, scientific knowledge, evidence-based consensus, like democracy, basically. What side are you on? Are you on the side of democracy or are you on the side of the fascists? I mean, which bad guy do you want to associate with the Republicans? Because like a lot of bad guys and historical bad guys worked for them. Like you can use the Nazis if you want to use the Nazis, right? Nazis work great for who they are. You can use the Confederates. Confederates, fantastic to signify what the Republicans are right now at this moment in history. But yeah, don't forget where we are is because of what we're going through. Is part of this long historical struggle between the slavers and the not slavers. I don't know. Like the Unionists, I don't know. Basically the Unionists, right? Because it's the Union or you're either with the Union or you're with the slavers, the Confederates. So yeah, that's your choice, right? Which side are you on? Are you with the Union or the Confederacy? Yeah, do I have that image real quick? Well, what's this? Yeah, Confederate flag the insurrection at the Capitol. Confederate flag at the Capitol. I mean, they're the Confederacy. Shit, dude. So yeah, it's a really weird moment in history, right? It's a really weird place to be because like all the institutions are breaking down. Like when I was in my 20s, it was such a fucking different world. Holy shit, compared to now. I feel old, but I mean like yeah. I don't know what to tell you. January 6th was part of the insurrection. Part of a global power grab, right-wing power grab by the forces that are hostile to democracy. Now, we can talk about the various failings of democracy and ways to improve it, of course. But we ought to agree that democracy is superior to authoritarian fascism, tyranny. We should all agree on that. And what's sad is that we don't all agree on it. That the Confederates say no, democracy is bad, and that we should replace it with authoritarianism. So that's why we can't live together. It's not going to work. Like it's two different ideologies. They can't coexist. They never could, right? They never could. The Confederacy should have been fucking destroyed at the end of the Civil War. All the leaders should have been hanged. It should have happened. That would have saved us a lot of heartache. But it didn't happen. And now they're back. They basically grew back. They regenerated. Like a fucking lich. I don't know. But it's good and important to remember January 6th, the treason. The treason of January 6th. Yeah, I just don't know how we got to this point. It's so surreal. It's so surreal that the Confederacy would return. It would team up with Russia and other world dictators to attack world democracies around the world. Like, it's so weird. The United States included. The United States is weird because, like, we're 50 independent states, right? Like, so even if you take over the federal government, you haven't taken over the whole country. The states are still independent. Man, I'm fucking glad to be in Oregon. Fuck yeah, Oregon. I'm a transplant, right? I haven't lived here that long. I transplanted from Nevada, but I really like Oregon. So yeah, it's important to keep resisting. It's important to keep fighting. Because they haven't gotten total victory yet. Donald Trump's health is failing. He's not like Hitler. He wants to be, but he's not. And Vladimir Putin is getting fucking old too, dude. Like, I certainly do hope the Ukrainians are hunting his house. Because that would be great. Listen to me advocate for the assassination of the head of state. Yes, Vladimir Putin is a fucking criminal who's murdered like millions of innocent people. At least a million Ukrainians have died. Innocent Ukrainians have died in his invasion of Ukraine. Fuck Putin. Fuck, I want him dead. I really do hope the Ukrainians are successful in hunting him down. But see, that puts me firmly in the pro-democracy camp. And Donald Trump is in the authoritarian camp. So Donald Trump would look at me like an enemy, like a bad guy. Right? Of course. The Proud Boys would look at me as an enemy, as a bad guy. Because I'm helping Ukraine and against Russia. And against Trump, of course, right? Against their fucking fascism, their fascist project. But too fucking bad. Yeah, it's looking real bad for the Republicans. One of their representatives died unexpectedly. So their lead in the House is like gone basically. And in the next election in a year, oh fuck, is gonna put Democrats in power at some level. If not the Senate, then the House for sure. So that stops all of Donald Trump's plans. Well, not all of them. It doesn't stop all his plans, but it would stop a lot. Yeah, dude, had Biden one more term to cement in his fucking legislative accomplishments, we'd be so much better off. But Donald Trump fucking dismantled all of them. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck him in the neck. What else do I got here? You know what? I thought I had video of Ashley Babbitt getting shot. I don't know what happened to it. So this is Donald Trump watching the fucking insurrection from inside a tent. Let me fit this in here. It's not fitting. Yeah, so Don Jr. This is from Don Jr.'s phone. How come? I don't know how come we have his video. Oh, they might be trying to use the music to trigger copyright. Or maybe they're just like that. I don't know. Here, we can redo it without the music. Yeah, fuck that music, right? It's gonna. Hopefully, it's not gonna get copyright. I mean, I can mute it, right? Because all you need to do is see the video with Donald Trump looking at the fucking insurrection happening. He's watching like a command center with Ivanka.
I think we're T-minus a couple of seconds here, guys. So check it out, tune in, do the live streaming. It's gonna be good. Shout out Mark Meadows, an actual fighter, one of the few, a real fighter. Thank you, Mark. Kimberly.
Didn't they divorce?
The right thing, fight!
So thank you guys. Just really appreciate all the love and support.
So remember, they're planning a coup. They're trying to overthrow the government. They're like looking to see if their plan succeeds. They're at the command center. And they play like 80s music. Dude, I had a video of Ashley Babbitt getting shot. What happened to all that stuff?
Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa!
Which is weird, right? So Proud Boy is at the Capitol, about to overthrow the government, and they're saying, fuck anti-fascists. I mean, I don't know how much more obvious I can make it. I guess if you're watching my show, you already know. I don't need to, like, you're like, I'm preaching to the choir. But yeah, to the people on the other side, like, how stupid are you? What's this?
Can you just start with your first and last name and where you're from?
Yeah, I'm Thomas Barani from New Jersey.
Can you show us your hand?
Yeah.
How did you get that on your hand?
Well, we had stormed into the chambers inside, and there was a young lady who rushed through the windows. A number of police and Secret Service were saying, get back, get down, get out of the way. She didn't heed the call, and as we kind of raced up to grab people and pull them back, they shot her in the neck, and she fell back on me and started saying she was fine, it's cool. And then she started kind of like moving weird, and blood was coming out of her mouth and neck and nose. And I don't know if she's alive or dead anymore.
And how did you get back out of the building?
Riot police came in and started ushering us out with their sticks.
Where did you enter the building and where did you exit?
Other side with the scaffolding. We tore through the scaffolding through flashbangs and tear gas, and blitzed our way in through all the chambers, just trying to get into Congress or whoever we could get into, and tell them that we need some kind of investigation into this. And what ends up happening is someone might have ended up dead, and that's not the kind of government we can have. People have to do something about it. I can't.
If you need any help at all, EMS is right there.
I'm not injured. It could have been me, but she went in first. It was one of us.
Thank you for telling us your story.
Yeah. Just make sure people know, because this cannot stand anymore. This is.
So he's like, yeah, I tried to fucking overthrow my government. I tried to like stop the peaceful transfer of power. Fuck you. Fuck your democracy. Like, he doesn't know that, right? He's just a dumb fuck. He's just stupid. He has no clue what's going on. This guy. He has no idea. He has no idea what's happening. He's like, fraud, because Donald Trump said so. Oh. Right? He's fucking clueless. But we know that he's that he's, you know, part of the white supremacist movement to stop democracy in the United States. It doesn't require his knowledge or consent.
Wrong. They don't represent anyone. Not Republican, Democrat, Independent, nobody. And now they'll kill people. Who are you?
What do you mean they'll just kill people? Dude, you fucking tried to overthrow the government, you fuck! Of course they're gonna kill you! I'm surprised it was only one!
You saying we'll kill people?
I don't... Police, congressmen and women, they don't care. I mean, they think we're a joke. $2,000 checks was a joke to them. You know, there's people filming us, laughing at us as we march down the street. At the Department of Justice, there's a man in the window laughing at us, filming.
Oh, so he doesn't like getting laughed at. What a fucking loser. I'm gonna overthrow my government because I don't like people laughing at me. Fucking moron. Oh, holy shit, this guy's stupid.
And here it was a joke to them until we got inside, and then all of a sudden guns came out.
Yeah, you fucking terrorist piece of shit.
But I mean, we're at a point now it can't be allowed to stand. We have to do something. People have to do.
Yeah, well, your white supremacist motherfucks took over the fucking government now, so you got what you wanted, bitch. Fucking piece of shit. Fuck you. You can see right here, right? Remember I told you that it was coordinated? Here's your coordination, dude. There's your coordination. They're moving like as a coordinated team through the crowd, and they're all similarly geared. So the crowd was like the powder keg, and these guys are the fuse. Well, Donald Trump was the fuse, but these guys like directed the blast, I guess. Yeah, fucking Nazis, dude. They're all Nazis, white supremacists. All showed up to overthrow democracy, and they're all like, woo, overthrow democracy! They're all proud to overthrow democracy. Like, how do you talk to people like that, who are happy to overthrow your fucking country? You can't talk to them. They're beyond reason, right? Remember the universal thing that binds us together is reason? They have forsaken it. They have forsaken reason. You cannot reason with them. They exist in an alternate reality. Their brains are totally pickled. Like, you start talking to them, and they'll be going off with a lot of passion and fury about a topic I know nothing about. I hadn't heard anything about it, because it's an entire conspiracy thing, right? So, like, unless you're in on the conspiracy, you're not gonna know. like on the conspiracy theory, right? It's conspiracy theory. So yeah. So like Then I try to talk to them about real world stuff, and they like blow it off saying, "Oh, fake news, fake news." So there's no way to talk to each other. Yeah. So we're in this fucking situation where these MAGA are gonna like get us in World War III. And what do you do about it? You can't, like, they're super stupid. They're really dumb, but they're very loyal to their leader. Even though they're like really stupid, so it's easy to trick them. but they'll stay loyal anyways. Like a dog, I guess. The way dogs are, you can trick dogs easily, but they'll stay loyal to their master or whatever. So Donald Trump can easily fucking trick the MAGA, and they don't care, right? They'll be like, oh, okay. But they'll never leave him. So my idea before January 6th happened, my idea was that given the demographic changes in the United States, white people would become a minority around 2050. And naturally, with white people becoming a majority, they'll still be the biggest minority in the country by far. But they just won't be an absolute majority. And with the relative, like, with the reduction of power of white people comes the reduction of power of white supremacists. So I was optimistic about the future of the United States, because if the trends continued, even with voter suppression and gerrymandering, you couldn't stop the destiny of demographics under democracy. That was my assumption. My assumption was we'd live in a democracy. Like, we still do, but it's like, well, it's pretty questionable at this point, you know? But I made the assumption that if we lived in a democracy, demographic changes would naturally make the white supremacist party fade away naturally. But the white supremacist party found a way to hold on to power. They overthrew democracy. Well, they attempted to overthrow democracy, and then they won power. Now they're dismantling the institutions of democracy, and give enough time that they'll finish the job and completely render us to be like Russia, where they have elections, but the oppositions either drop out or get arrested or die, and Putin always wins. So they don't really have an election in Russia. It's not a democracy. It's authoritarianism. That's what Donald Trump wants. He wants the appearance of democracy with the certainty of authoritarianism. Fuck Donald Trump.
Certify those legislators, electors, and we wouldn't be standing here with a 9mm pointed at me right now. What? Isn't he going to do that? No. He's going to get back off the stage to recertify. So you know what that's going to mean. The same fucking thing.
Who are you, pal? What do you think you are, buddy? What's your name in a nice jacket?
Come on, man. You got kids, right?
You're a lovely...
You got a wife?
We're sick of the shit!
Have you ever lost your paycheck due to some crooked people in the government?
We destroyed millions of lives!
Because I have, man.
That's a fucking joke!
Ever since 2016, man, I've lost $400,000.
$400,000?
We'll do that!
Holy shit! $400,000? That guy is rich. No wonder he flew to DC because Donald Trump asked him.
We're sick of the shit! Have you ever lost your paycheck due to some crooked people in the government?
We destroyed millions of lives!
Because I have, man.
That's a fucking joke.
Ever since 2016, man, I've lost $400,000.
Ever since 2016, he lost $400,000. Wow, dude. I would love to have $400,000 to lose. That's a lot of money to lose. I never even had that much money. How could I even lose it? That's a lot of fucking money, dude. No. So this rich guy is trying to overthrow the government for an even richer guy, Donald Trump. And he's got a gun pointed in his face, and he thinks he's like, anything he says matters? Like, what's going on? I don't know.
We gotta hang a bunch of crooked congressmen. We'll do that.
If we gotta hang a bunch of crooked congressmen, we'll do that. So they're threatening Congress, right? These guys are tasked with protecting Congress people, and the insurrectionists just said, "Hey, we're here to fucking kill those people." Why are you pointing a gun at me? I'm telling you, they're fucking stupid, dude. They're fucking dumb. I can't get over how dumb they are. Like, oh my god.
Okay? We don't want to fight you.
Like, how did you get so much money being so dumb? I don't God, maybe, I don't know. I can't be stupider than this guy, but I don't have $400,000 like he had to lose. Like, holy fuck. Damn, dude, what do you do to have that much money to lose? And now you're sitting there yelling at people saying you want to murder congressmen? You want to hang congress people? Oh my god, there is no justice. And this guy is gonna get a pardon from Donald Trump in the future. Fuck.
You're honest, hard-working Americans.
That's all I ask. I want everybody to walk.
Don't push on me, bro. I'm moving. Okay. Hey, go. Don't push on me, man. I can move. Everybody else moves. Okay.
Please.
Come on over here.
We're not going away.
Oh, that's right. They love pedophiles. All these MAGA love pedophiles. Remember? They have this QAnon thing. That's right. It's like a global fucking organization to protect elite pedophiles. QAnon. That's right, dude. Everybody who's into QAnon protects pedophiles. The elite pedophiles like Donald Trump and Epstein. Yeah, dude, check it. QAnon is big. They're big into protecting pedophiles. QAnon.
Charges that Jeffrey Epstein was running a sex trafficking ring in the early 2000s that included underage girls.
No, we're way past that right now. What?
These are all your patriots. This is our house. This is our house.
Our house.
How do you handle this?
Open the door, brother.
How do you handle it?
Come on, man. Open the door.
They're socialist pigs. You're gonna kill patriots and put this war together. What's wrong with you? How do you fucking handle it? You got pigs. We got kids. We're fighting for today. America's my son. So you better watch out, boy. They're socialist pigs.
I can't hear what this guy's saying.
So I think those are like that's a Texas congressperson. I think that's a Texas flag he's wearing, right?
What are y'all saying? Where are your friends? Yeah. Why?
I don't think they're going to gas this.
No, we just got pushed up the front. I've never had a ticket in my life. Hold on, man. Never.
I've never broken.
You want my license number? We're real American citizens. We're sick of this And we're making it known that we're sick of it. Okay?
30 years.
Would you? Huh?
And I've never had people like this.
Say again?
I've been in law enforcement in Texas for 30 years.
Talk a little louder. That's because you've never seen corruption like we have seen this last month.
I'm ashamed.
And I'm ashamed of my Congress people. They don't even stand up for it. They're giving away my grandchildren and your grandchildren's freedom.
You need to back up.
Freedom is at hand. Go find another door, everybody.
Do you understand we're fighting for you?
Yeah, I ought to put the guns down, but we're not going to do anything. You know? That's dumb.
In the Constitution,
breathe. Hey guys, you gotta breathe. You guys can get the same paycheck when the government gets replaced with real governors.
Yeah.
This is not going to be good for your future, man.
Congress people.
They are fake. It's all fake. Listen. This is about fucking this up. This is about scaring a civil war. If this doesn't happen, there's going to be a bigger civil war and a lot of bloodshed. We don't want that. We don't want more bloodshed.
Is there anybody in there?
Yeah.
Who's in there? Who's in the house? Can you see who's in there?
No, ma'am. I can't see who's in there.
Oh, look, a socialist. Are you getting paid by China?
Man, I thought I had the whole thing where Ashley Babbitt getting shot, but I'll have to look for it. 10th. That wouldn't be on the 3rd. Alex Jones, dude. Okay. This is during the attack. This is during the attack. And the Congress people are in a room together. And this is during COVID. That's why everyone's wearing masks, because COVID is going around. And the Republicans are not wearing masks. They're not wearing masks. Also, notice that the Republicans are very relaxed. Why? Because they know that the mob isn't out to get them. The mob is out to get the the Democrats, and Mike Pence. There's Marjorie Taylor Greene.
I'm not trying to get political here. In fact, I'm just going to leave it alone. I appreciate it. She's a nice lady.
Who said that?
Now, they're just assholes. Republicans are just assholes, man.
Don't fuck with him.
He's a good one.
They're just stealing shit from wherever, right?
I think Cruz would want us to do this, so
yeah, absolutely.
I think we're good. Don't fuck with him.
He's a good one. Him and Wall or whatever.
We accomplished this shit. We did this shit together. Fuck that. Let's go. You guys are savage. Let's go. Let's go.
Listen to this Jade next guy.
Let's fucking go. Holy shit. You have to come with us now. Give me a Give me your hand, bro.
Got it.
You got it? Yeah. Help people up. We gotta burn them. We gotta get this shit burned. God, we did this shit. We took this shit. What's up, bro? Fucking yeah. Fuck yeah. Fucking did this shit.
Traitors! You're all traitors!
Well, they already broke the window, so, you know, I didn't know I hit it that hard. Yeah, no one got that on camera.
Do not deface the statues.
I can respect this side. Well, people might burn this down, I'm not gonna lie. So it might be too late for that. What are we going there? That's what I'm saying, break that shit. Damn, it would be fire if somebody had like a boombox or something.
Listen to the way this guy like,
music and shit.
fucking instigates everything.
Let me through. I got a knife. I got a knife.
I got a knife?
I got a knife. Bro, I see people out there get hurt. I don't want to see you get hurt. We will make a path dead ass. Like we don't want.
Now, this next guy is like instigating the entire time, and then he gets in. He's like, "Oh, I got a knife," and then he's like, "Oh, cops, why don't you leave? You cops should leave." Listen to this guy. This guy's an insurrectionist. This guy. Did he go to prison for it?
That's what I'm saying. We'll make a path, bro. Please, just let us make a path. Just let us make a path. When the whole country hates you, I want you to go home. Go. Let's go. Get this shit. There's a gun! Hey, he's got a gun! He's got a gun! Reality. We accomplished this shit!
Oh shit! There it was at the end of that.
Reality.
That was it. That's Ashley Babbitt. Being a hero. Yep, that was it. That was Ashley Babbitt trying to overthrow the government, getting shot. Terrorist. Ashley Babbitt, terrorist, dying. Entirely her fault.
Trying to fight as best I could. I remember like guys were stripping me of my gear. These are rioters, pulling my badge off my chest. They ripped my radio off my vest. Started pulling like ammunition magazines from their holder on my belt. And then some guys started getting a hold of my gun, and they were screaming out, kill him with his own gun. At that point, it was just like self-preservation. How do I survive this situation? And I thought about, using deadly force. I thought about shooting people. And then I just came to the conclusion that, if I was to do that, I might get a few, but I'm not going to take everybody, and they'll probably take my gun away from me, and that would definitely give them the justification that they were looking for to kill me. If they already didn't have made that up in their minds. So the other option I thought of was, try to appeal to somebody's humanity. And I just remember yelling out that I have kids, and it seemed to work. Some people in the crowd started to encircle me and try to offer me some level of protection. And they gave, that provided me with like enough time, or other officers, specifically my partner, Jimmy Albright, enough time to get to me and get me the hell out of there and back into the west front of the Capitol. A lot of people have asked me, my thoughts on the individuals in the crowd that, that helped me or tried to offer some assistance. And I think kind of the conclusion I've come to is like, thank you, but you for being there. Try to fight.
The next one. What about this one? Oh no, I went off in this one. And then the next one. No more. No more. That's all I have for right now. Anyways. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck MAGA. on this 5th year anniversary. I don't know how many more years will I be able to say this. maybe by the time next January comes around, like, I don't know, will we have elections? Like, will they be peaceful? will the Republicans transfer power peacefully? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Nothing's certain anymore. So, all right. But for now, yeah, fuck the MAGA. Fuck Republicans. January 6th was an insurrection. And Donald Trump is a traitor. He should be put on trial for treason. And if found guilty, executed. Fuck Donald Trump. Alright, with that, I'm done. Out. Stop.